All right, we're jumping into the game. Is it going to be Iseestars or Red? Who is going to be moving on to Season 3? And of course, that means that that doesn't necessarily mean that the other one is out, right? It just means that this player is guaranteed to move on. So the bans are out. Runecraft is gone, and Swordcraft is gone. How do you guys feel about that? What do you think about the banning strategy here for both players?
I feel like both of them have Aldos. And
yeah, and both of them have Aldos. I was literally going to say that. I'm so angry and so happy all at the same time right now.
Gosh darn it, why can't I have Aldos? I don't even play Dragon.
Right?
I would play Dragon if I had Aldos.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, you'll guys see, if you don't know what we've been talking about, once you see a follower evolved on either side, you'll see exactly what we're talking about. It's pretty impressive. But the ban strategy, I think, is interesting. So Iseestars' sword got banned out. Perfect ban from Red. Red knows that's his best deck. Get it out of here. But not banning sword on the return from Iseestars is interesting. Maybe he feels like the sword deck is not that big of a deal against his lineup, which it might not be.
Might not be. That rune is an interesting ban. I'm gonna go research that rune.
Yeah.
Find out.
That's right. Do some research. Let us know what it is. Yeah. What's interesting that we see in hand here is Iseestars has 2 Ouroboros in hand, along with Staircase. So very interesting differentiation from all the PDK that we've been seeing. So
it is, yeah.
But still playing Staircase. Regardless of if you're playing, combo cards or not, you're still playing Staircase, and we're seeing it a lot more. Oh. Like we said earlier, just a good card.
That's right. We saw this. We saw Red play this earlier. It's just it's the D shift that has Chimera, big Chimera, owls, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Iseestars, but yeah. He's playing Daria. But yeah. So yeah, D shift Daria. So banning out D shift, very interesting choice, and that's kind of a heads up because
I told you D shift can have good matchups.
He's playing Ram Dragon, and that, like you said, that is a good matchup. So very good ban. Very good ban.
Well, it can be. I don't know. Stars is also playing Ouroboros, and Ouroboros is kind of annoying since Fiery Embrace doesn't really get rid of it. But that's
yeah, but he's not playing like Genesis Dragons and Fortes and all the stuff that you really want to see against each other. So much different style here.
True.
Okay, so maybe he is playing some number Fortes. This is the deck that got banned out from Iseestars before, so didn't know he was running those, but is.
Or I'm wrong, okay.
Yeah, or I'm just completely wrong. No big deal. I do think...
Polyphonic is interesting. I like that.
Yeah, it's regular Ramp Dragon. He just has his own spice to it. I really think that Ramp Dragon has a great matchup against PDK. This is one of those decks that I'm saying if you build it correctly, it just runs over a certain type of deck because it has access to a bunch of board clears, a lot more late game. However, we do see Iseestars with a lack of something that you'd want to see right now in Bahamut.
Bahamut, but he is triggering. He's gonna probably draw it this turn because he's triggering Staircase, which is infinitely incredible. And there he goes. Okay.
Yes, so much card draw right on the last card. Easy. He even has Queen of the Dread Sea to do some combo-licious stuff. Oh,
whoa!
What?
My God! What in the world is this?
Right now, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna win. I don't even care.
What in the world is Stars doing?
At all. They're emoting to each other back and forth.
Dragoon Scyther! Oh no!
This really makes me feel like Iseestars has played this matchup a bunch with Red. This also makes me think he got a little too greedy though. Like, yes, that's a good play, but like, you had to have full hand. With tons
There's
of
no
options.
way Red didn't have Dragoon Scyther there. Like, come on.
What? To be fair though, Polyphonic Roar is insane, and it can help him win this game. But I really don't like that play from Iseestars.
That play is extremely, cocky, ballsy. Yeah, greedy.
Cocky, ballsy, greedy, whatever you want to call it.
All synonyms to what that play was.
That's right. So now this basically opens up room for Red to just kind of smush with his Storm followers.
Ooh.
Okay.
This
is the Aldos evolve that we like.
He's gonna Bahamut this turn.
What?
But I mean, it doesn't even matter, right? So like, just absolutely insane gameplay this game. I think they're both kind of trolling each other, even on this stage.
They are.
I kind of like
they
it.
are.
I kind of like it.
This is not that great. Like if Stars just top deck support wise, the game is just over.
And realistically, I mean, with the Genesis Dragon in hand, he can just attack with it twice, and that Bahamut's not going anywhere.
Losing breath.
Doesn't play Genesis Dragon. Am confused by that play. I would have played Genesis Dragon and gone face there.
Yeah, it would have been it would have died, but it would have been better, I think.
And this is opening up Bahamut to be killed. But this does give an opportunity for Genesis Dragon to be played.
Honestly, Bahamut dying was probably part of the plan, really.
Yeah.
It took way too many cards. River doesn't matter. Genesis Dragon? Evolve phase?
Yep. Might not even evolve. Doesn't really need to.
Well,
I
if
guess
he doesn't
it
evolve, it would matter.
That's true. It does
'Cause
allow
now
for Genesis.
this one can. Yeah.
Exactly.
The retaliation Genesis Dragon.
So maybe Evoing there was the optimal play. So Iseestars, I think, had this game in the bag and just like did a whole bunch of stuff to just like throw it away. He could still win with the top deck. It's not over, but I think he did his best to try to throw this game.
He did his best to try and throw the game. Oh boy.
I'm surprised that our spectator client hasn't bugged out yet by all these emotes back and forth. You guys
Yeah,
are
that's
going
actually
nuts.
what happened. Yeah, the spectator gets it hates emotes. Maybe it has bugged out. Maybe that's why Stars is making such odd plays. It just bugged out.
That's right, and it's not actually him playing, it's just some robot.
Yeah, it's a different dimension, really.
Okay.
What a
so
game.
This game turned into something that you normally would see, just like, you know, Ramp Dragon doing Ramp Dragon things, into like off the top craziness.
Stars ditched his entire hand and got red to fall down to similar card hands, like card size. Like
Yeah.
he had no
And that-
hand.
Not killing the Sybil here and playing his own Sybil. Oh my goodness. I think this is just doom here now. Like, okay.
There's two
Can
words
I
that
see
describe
Stars?
this game, and it's
Yeah.
Clown Fiesta.
Clown Fiesta, absolutely. Not to say that either of these players are clowns. I think they're teammates, they're having fun with each other, and that's exactly all that's happening.
Look, he's at 12 cards left in his deck. Stars has drawn his entire deck, I think. What in the world? If he top decks a Bahamut, I mean, it'll get Scythed,
Yeah.
but
We'll
still have a
get
game.
Scythed, but we'll still have a game. And there is still one Bahamut in Iseestars deck.
Grimner doesn't do anything.
It does put up a blocker, but of course with the Scyther that we know that's in hand, we'll end the game.
Worthy of praise.
Oh my goodness. And another Bahamut for good measure.
I honestly half expected him to play the Bahamut.
Right? We're gonna extend this game even further. What a crazy game.
The
All right,
epitome
all
of
right.
tournament gameplay right there.
We had our fun, guys. Let's rein it back. Let's settle in. Let's get competitive now. Come on. Let's go, guys.
To be fair,
I-
you know, Stars could have won had Red not just darn nabbit drew that Dragoon Scyther on 9 cards. So if he
It's
hadn't
true.
had that that one copy of a 3 play point card in the top
It's true.
12.
You must die.
But we can see Ramp Dragon again against an even technically worse matchup here. Aggro Sword against Dragon is highly dependent on the cards that Dragon draws, especially being on the draw here. It doesn't mean he's going to lose, but it means that he's at a big disadvantage. He does have the ramp and he does have Lyriel though, so he's not in the worst spot. Has some of the cards he needs.
Yeah, Lyriel's a pretty important card. But Sword being on the play, ooh.
Okay. Pretty good
I
now.
was gonna say Sword being on the play is pretty big, but Blazing Breath stops Centaur Vanguard top decks.
Yep.
Which
and
he-
then actually just has a nice little curve of cards to play now. Has 2 Lyriels for first evolves just to help clear up the board. Has some ramp on turns that he can find time to play it. continuing to emote each other. So never mind. Scrap the whole competitive play aspect. They're just,
Oh yeah,
just
no, they're still
the
trolling.
whole time. I love it.
They're still trolling. Yeah. Ephemera. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. This is the
Juliet
hand you
will
want.
die, but Ephemera. Oh my gosh.
This is definitely the draw you want to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent
It's gonna
work.
put him to 11 next turn, and then council.
Romeo,
We'll put him to 9.
Fun employment? Well,
Alright.
you can get this one.
Oathless Knight, very, very dead. Very dead card.
Yeah, not a card you want to draw here, but again, already has council, so not the biggest of deals.
Excellent
So I think
work.
Lyriel plus Oracle this turn.
Mhm.
And this is actually looking, this is starting to look up for Iseestars. Next turn he can Fervor with impunity pretty much. There's not like heavy damage coming out next turn.
And it's going to
Um,
7. I don't know about that.
Well, you know.
This is
damage,
100% up to what red draws. If red keeps drawing stuff like this,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
this is 100% up to the sword player and how this game goes right now. Not going good for stars. Oh my gosh,
No.
That top deck is literally insane.
it's what red does, man. Aggro decks do that, man. That's the game.
Okay.
You can't.
Iseestars had an okay draw, but MS Red being on the play, getting the actual perfect draw,
That's how it's
1 through
done.
5.
Yeah, he got a pretty good draw. It was okay. He's gonna surrender.
No,
Does he even
he's
let him
dead.
hit him?
Knows he's dead. Iseestars
God.
quickly going down to the loser side of things, but still has a chance to come back, so don't count him out yet.
Mm-hmm. Just the losers bracket. It's fine.
Talk to
Yeah,
me, Rainey.
exactly.
What did you think
Yeah.
about that
What do
Dragon matchup? You tell me, because we're commentators. You know, people might say that we were bashing on them for being a little too clown fiesta, but there maybe that's just the way they play. Like, what do you think about that game?
I think it was great. I got very well acquainted with all the fantastic voice lines that Aldos has to offer. I think that's
true. Yeah.
I think that's really great. I think, you know, in